Yesterday was a day. Let's talk about it. Normally, the Georgia runoffs would have been a major news factor. Kanye West possibly cheating on Kim with Jeffree Star would have been a huge news feature. Trump definitely messed things up, and he incited what happened yesterday. And I'm going to show you a video of what he said before everything happened. Hold on, right here.
Let's have trial by combat.
O'er the land of the free.
Now it is up to Congress to confront this egregious assault on our democracy. And after this, we're going to walk down, and I'll be there with you. We're going to walk down to the Capitol, and we're going to cheer on our brave senators and congressmen and women.
So after that, they went to the Capitol, and they decided to smash windows. Actually, first, no, the police let them in. Here, watch.
Police are squabbling with protesters. Oh, there we go. And they just breached the Capitol.
So after the police let him in, they decided to start smashing windows. And the smashing windows resulted in a woman being shot in the neck. And a lot of protesters, or rather, no, rioters, no, insurgents, let's go with that one word, actually were surprised. But let's be honest here. Had this sort of thing been coming from the left, the police would not have opened up the gates. They would not have allowed people to get anywhere close to the house, to the State House, to the Capitol, to the building in general. Had they been smashing windows, they probably would have been tear gassed way ahead of the point in which they did. Am I a little surprised that at least one person was killed? A little bit, because I didn't quite expect that one. But, you know, I'm not surprised either. Not really. I'm not really surprised that this whole entire event happened. In fact, if you had spoken with me a couple months beforehand, I would have told you, before the election even happened, that it didn't really matter who won, whether it was Trump or Biden. Trump was not going to succeed. He was not going to back down and admit defeat. We were never going to have a peaceful transfer of power. It just wasn't going to happen. At least not what I was saying for the past few months. And had he won, he would have seen that as proof and evidence that the American people agree with him and that he has done absolutely nothing wrong, despite the mountains of evidence otherwise. And it's disgusting. It's really disgusting. So, we now have 4 people dead. And the right is trying to paint her as a martyr. And she's frankly not. She was in the military for 14 years. She had made an oath to protect the Constitution and to fight for it. She broke that oath yesterday. Now, do I think she should have been shot? And she should have died? No, that's not what I'm saying. In fact, I am saying that if the police were able to show as much restraint during an attempted coup, they could definitely show a lot more restraint with, say, or they could have with, say, Tamir Rice, or really any of the people who have been killed by the police in the past. decade, actually. More so than that. They have the ability to do so. In fact, the right was handed kitty gun clubs. They were having selfies taken with the police. They felt emboldened enough in order to give their full name and where they lived and age to reporters right afterwards and during this whole entire coup. They're committing a federal crime, and they felt comfortable enough in their own white supremacy to out themselves. We didn't have to dox them. You can't just... I can't begin to say just how odd and bizarre yesterday was. It could have gone worse. It could have gone much worse. And I'm not surprised that Loeffler decided to back down on supporting a coup after this. However, I do think that a lot of this has to do with the fact that she lost. And the fact that she doesn't really have to rely on Trump anymore. It's not really political suicide anymore to deny Trump. And now it looks like a lot of the cabinet members are talking about the 25th Amendment. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna find it really hilarious if Trump gets taken out of office within the last few days of his presidency, making Pence the 46th president and making all of the merchandise from Biden be completely obsolete, because he wouldn't be the 46th, he'd be the 47th then. So yeah, that'd be a nice fuck you capitalism. But yeah, no, I'm not surprised. Although I'm a little bit more surprised that it happened a little bit sooner than I thought it would. I thought it would have been waiting until a little bit later for something like this to happen. But I just want you to know that if you do go to any protests after this, I know that there's going to be some tonight. To stay safe, make sure you bring a friend. Make sure you bring plenty of water and snacks. Make sure you stay aware of your surroundings. I don't imagine that the police are going to be as friendly with leftists as they were with the right last night. So, just be prepared to be tear gassed or to have pepper spray. And be safe. Anyways, I'm gonna try to make a video later in the week to make up for the fact that I haven't posted in a while. And the next one is probably gonna be some sort of mental health self-care kind of thing or something along those lines. It's a day. I am definitely going to need a little bit of time in order to completely think over what has happened. It's a day. And I hope you guys stay safe. Bye.